I'd say Penguin0 is a good reflection of how people should conduct themselves in certain tiers of society. Let's watch this video, when evil YouTubers get destroyed by Penguin0, also known as Charlie.
From destroying a YouTuber who tried to manipulate him,
I'm not pulling these punches, I'm not holding anything back,
to shutting down a crazy vegan,
some truly unhinged insanity shit that made it look like he had just escaped from Arkham Asylum.
here are 7
I already know who he's talking about. Vegan gains. Look up other videos about that guy. Don't watch his videos because, well, don't give him any watch time. He's not a good person. He's a borderline sociopath. But we're probably going to get some more information regarding the gain of the vegan as we make our way through this. I like Charlie. Charlie's fun. And also he actually has a lens of ethics, which is very important. That's not something you get with people who are in his position, who have his degree of influence. He's a good example of how people should conduct themselves when it comes to just as a person. Just don't be a dickbag. That's the theme of a lot of my videos. Don't be garbage. But like, ironically speaking, why would you heed what I have to say? Because like, not because the influence stuff, shit doesn't mean anything, but it means a lot to people because, you know, humans. But that's the thing that should matter. Sorry, that doesn't pertain to what I was saying. Why would you heed what I'm saying if what I'm saying won't net you, you know, success in your life? Look at the, let me see if I can turn this off. Does that make a difference? No. Okay, we're good. We're good. Yeah, why would you heed what I have to say? Why would you not be garbage if being garbage nets you personal gain? Nets you an ability to change your tangible environment. If it gets you money, if it gets you attention. But I don't know, it's a good reflection of character, I guess. But let's keep going.
7 dumb YouTubers that got destroyed by Penguin0. Starting with one of YouTube's biggest creators, literally. Nikocado Avocado's journey from veganism to the now infamous mukbang star has captured the attention of millions.
It tastes like diabetes. I can't. It tastes like diabetes.
Well, you wouldn't know what diabetes tastes like because you haven't.
Penguin0, or Charlie, wanting to take Nikocado's example as a YouTuber with declining health, decided to shed light on how negative attention fuels YouTubers and their need for fame, along with what they're willing to do for it.
Everyone's so desperate to squeeze as much milk as possible from those beautiful honkers of internet points.
In a video titled, "This YouTuber is slowly himself for views," Charlie talks about Nikocado's transformation from a healthy and happy person to something out of a Black Mirror episode.
This is kind of what his content has become. This is what he used to look like in 2017, and then when the videos really started to gain traction, he gained over 200 pounds in the last couple of years. And it's absolutely true. It's the audience's fault for this. They created what Nikocado Avocado has become. Obviously, it's not all their fault. He is making the conscious decisions to completely throw away his health and well-being.
Charlie also...
But I know what you mean by that. Because it's sort of like, why would he... What I just said. Why would you heed what I have to say by being a decent person if, like, it's going to change your circumstances in life? Nikocado, in his case, he doubled down on his gluttony, his degeneracy in the specific regard of garnering attention and everything. And it worked. People know Nikocado, Nikocado as the avocado man. He's where he's at because of the stuff that he's acquired for himself. Now, granted, he could have done something different and have still gotten to himself to a position in the internet zeitgeist to be able to facilitate a different lifestyle of his. But like, quick attention, quick monetary acquisition, getting yourself in the public eye, creating the largest splash, in his case almost literally. As a result of that, he has what he has now, and it's being reignited or fueled by his audience. Now, I've brought this question up before in other videos, like who's more at fault for this type of thing? That's a hard question, I don't know. Is it the fault of the guy for giving into the environment that facilitates this type of behavior, or is it the fault of the environment, the people that facilitate that type of behavior by rewarding him with views and attention? I don't know, to be honest. I don't know who's more at fault in this way. Is it the enablers, or is it the person who's being enabled? Fault, I guess, should be both ways, but the question of who's more at fault, I don't know. That's a whole other conversation. But yeah, let's just keep going.
Charlie also brings to light the various disabilities Nikocado seems to be suffering from.
He claims that the weight of his body has now broken a few of his ribs, which now has him bedridden. I think he also claimed to now have to have a full-time nurse in order for him to just engage in day-to-day activities.
You know Charlie is concerned when he's not even insulting him anymore. Enraged about his so-called haters, Nick Ocado responded to Charlie's video.
By the way, we're only in this video for like a couple of minutes. He didn't ask his millions of followers, don't harass him, don't make fun of his appearance, don't make his mental health upset, send him some support for nothing.
Nick Ocado then went on to claim,
That's what I was saying about the influence. That's crazy. Makes a video of just him talking like this, a video like this, just him talking in his room about this person, and millions of people see it. Nick Ocado sees it, and he also makes a video about it. Like, that's crazy, man. And it's good knowing that someone like Charlie has that. But on the other phone, what he was saying, how Nick Ocado was kind of emphasizing how he didn't tell his audience to not bully him or something, to encourage him to, it's like, dude, that's on you, man. Like, ironically, the very people who you're speaking to about this, who are giving you more attention, like, are the ones who kind of, I guess, are reinforcing this mindset to you by you getting all defensive and stuff for Penginz0 pointing out your behavior and how you're conducting yourself. Now, I mean, I haven't seen the video, I'm just hearing what other people are saying. Just this video about this instance. Yeah, if he's not really insulting you, he's clearly concerned. Yeah, this is weird. It's interesting, but it's also kind of sad. Look at, like, it's even part of his identity. Look at his shirt. He's sitting in bed with a is that Wendy's? I see an order of chili. I see fries, large fry. I see a burger. I see another order right next to it, and something behind the burger. You just gotta stop, man. Would people continue watching you if you changed your ways? Maybe not to the same degree as before, but like probably enough people, if you're making content that's able to bring in people to consistently watch it, to be able to continue a lifestyle that's akin to this. I see his large soda on the bedstand as well. I mean, come on, like, look at it. Look at his house. Look how big the bed is. Look at that door. He's clearly in a pretty he clearly makes some decent money. That's usually the root of evil in many instances. Just money, monetary acquisition, and the things people do in order to acquire it. Especially, I mean, us as a species, aren't we kind of reinforcing it? Given that this is what it affords people for doing these types of things.
that Charlie was using his dire situation for views.
Are you trying to play the high and mighty game all on your pedestal? That you're not trying to squeeze something out of something? Yes, let's sensationalize things about me at my expense. I don't even know who you are.
Charlie and Nick Ocado would then go
You're kind of doing that to yourself, dude. These are just the people reacting to you sensationalizing yourself. But
Ocado would then go back and forth as Charlie tried to voice his concern and offer advice, while Nick Ocado would react to the videos like a child throwing a tantrum.
All I was saying is the success he found with mukbangs has reinforced his decision to eat this way.
You lying, hypocritical piece of crap. Don't sit here in your superiority. Oh, I'm so articulate. I'll talk like this so that you watch me. You know, he's just trying to get views. You're trying to get views.
Despite the controversy putting Nick Ocado in a negative light, after a series of videos about how Penginz0 and his fans destroyed my life, Nick Ocado went back to posting the usual content. I feel like Charlie is so respected in the YouTube community that getting on his bad side is in most cases career suicide. And while Penginz0 showed at least some mercy for Nick Ocado, for this next creator, that wasn't the case. From posting gameplay videos and being one of YouTube,
which is good. I mean, I've made some videos about Sniper Wolf, garbage person, but that's good. You have a conscience, or Penginz0 has a conscience in that matter, because he knows that in Nick Ocado's case, it's not so much hurting other people, he's hurting himself, which you could argue is hurting other people by displaying this type of lifestyle to other people. It's clearly a different dichotomy there. I don't know if I'm using that word right. I don't want to, should I Google it? Fuck it, I got a division or contrast between two things that are represented as being opposed. Yeah, okay, I guess that fits there. Dichotomy in terms of the contrast of what the types of people that he's talking about. Because Nick Ocado is a little bit more worthy of sympathy, to an extent. Sniper Wolf, actual terrible, bad person. There's a difference between somebody who's just like damaged and somebody who's just garbo. Total difference. I'm gonna move my laptop real quick so that I'm facing. How's that?
being one of YouTube's most famous creators to being called egotistical, manipulative, and greedy, SS Sniper Wolf is the perfect example of if nothing is enough was a person. It all began on October 14th, 2023, when Charlie would post a video titled,
I like that. If nothing was enough as a person, because Sniper Wolf is nothing and that's more than enough for her. I like that. Fuck. Good quote. Good line.
video titled, SS Sniper Wolf Situation is Crazy.
Sniper Wolf, huge channel. She mainly does TikTok reacts, which has made her the punching bag of the internet recently. She's caught more fire than the sequel to The Hunger Games, because a lot of people have been stating that what she does isn't really reacting to content, it's mainly just stealing it, freebooting it.
Charlie then mentions an incident involving Jax Films, a YouTuber that took pride in reacting to SS Sniper Wolf's reaction videos and making fun of her.
You know the phrase, work smarter, not harder? Well, Sniper Wolf does neither. She just steals.
Allegedly, Sniper Wolf has just doxed Jax Films. In an Instagram post, she posted this. And it was more than just this picture here. Apparently she even posted one of his house.
Then, in a video titled SS Sniper Wolf's Situation Just Got Worse, Charlie expresses concerns about some of SS Sniper Wolf's videos and her questionable behavior.
It's her encouraging some seemingly underage individuals to do some degenerate acts on video. And then she meets this girl who says that she's 16. And then agrees to show each other their boobs. And the 16-year-old flashes the camera, which Sniper Wolf does censor, but that doesn't make it okay.
Charlie then proceeds to talk about how he senses an apology video.
That's what I meant. She's really bad, yeah. And she doesn't feel bad for these types of things. She doesn't care. As long as it, like, reinforces the bottom line of attention-seeking monetary acquisition, then, to her, she's golden. And yeah, look at her bank account. I think when I checked her net worth, it was like 12 million. That's what I meant, man. To reflect before when I was saying, like, why would you heed my advice on just not being a garbage person when, like, your life is made better if you can consolidate your garbage in certain attention-seeking acquisitional ways. Acquisitional, is that a word? It's just, yeah. This isn't good, man. But at least we have people pooping on these people. Even though if nothing comes of it, we're at least still aware of it, that's something out of nothing.
He's to talk about how he senses an apology video coming from SS Sniper Wolf, and also points out how YouTube hasn't taken an appropriate action on her just yet.
Sniper Wolf is our turbo super creator of the year. Unbelievable. So just like these very, very positive, pumping their fist Sniper Wolf fan tweets, I don't think they'd be that dumb. I don't think they'd be that stupid. I really think this is just like a poorly timed bad tweet from them.
But in his next video, Charlie takes a close look at and criticizes YouTube's response to the ongoing drama.
Off-platform actions that put others' personal safety at risk harm our community, and the behavior on both sides isn't what we want on YouTube. That is one of those things where you read it and it's like a flashbang hits you, like all your senses go out and you have to question if what you just read was real.
And the so-called apology from SS Sniper Wolf that Charlie had predicted. Let me start by saying I'm sorry for my recent actions. It is inexcusable. I'm blah, blah, blah. I am not going to bore you with reading all of that. It's a typical PR response, and everyone saw right through it, including Charlie.
There's really nothing she can say here.
But did the right people see right through it? The people who determine the outcome of Sniper Wolf's, bank account, her bankroll? Probably not. I can't even say it's just because they're kids. I don't have that much faith in humanity. You could be the biggest piece of garbage out there, and if you have enough people who like you, that is the only thing that matters. The only thing that matters. The only thing those people who like you are going to look at is how much they like you. And that is rarely based off of how you conduct yourself as an individual, in terms of your quality of character. If I keep shifting, it's because I got fucking hemorrhoids. There are no comeuppance for people like that. There has to be the right people in the right place at the right time applying said comeuppance in order for people to face said comeuppance. It's not, you're just gonna, get some payback for being garbage. What was the result of Sniper Wolf in this particular instance of what we're talking about? What was Sniper Wolf's punishment? She got demonetized for a few weeks. Then it blew over, and then she just went back to being a garbo, stealing people's content, giving non-reactions. I guess you just can't place much meaning around the outcome of these types of things, because You're not gonna be, it's gonna fucking bum you out if you have a lens of consciousness or a lens of ethics. Oh, God. Fuck.
What she's done is absolutely indefensible. It's also very unlikely that she's being genuine here. Like, I don't think she feels remorse for it or anything.
She isn't
On the goddamn money. 100 goddamn %. Why would she? What's gonna affect, how is that gonna affect her bottom line or lifestyle? Any of this? This almost, I'd argue, makes it even better. It acquires more attention. It becomes a talking piece. You have different peaks and valleys of when people are being more so or more or less being discussed on the internet. If you can capitalize on that peak, you're good. Doesn't matter if it's good or bad. It has no bearing on the outcome of those peaks and valleys. All right, let's go. For the most part, if you're big enough, you have a large enough substantial influence on the internet, you'll be fine. The internet's an endless ocean where anything goes.
She isn't sorry about what she did, she's just sorry that it backfired. Following Charlie's videos on her, SS Sniper Wolf's
I don't know, not even that. Backfire as in what? Demonetized for a little bit? People are now still talking about it. People are still talking about her. People talked about her at a higher frequency during these instances and during the high points of the drama. She's probably glad that all of it happened. She's just probably not so glad that people were pooping on her at a higher extent, higher frequency than they normally poop on her. Because usually people like this, they want to just live and do whatever they want and tell themselves that it's good. And they don't want to run across any dissent because of emotions, right? But I mean, what's the furthest extent that dissent's going to cause her? Look at her phone. Oh, I don't like that. That makes me feel like poopy. All right, move on. Now I can just resume my life.
Sniper Wolf's viewer numbers began to plummet. But unlike SS Sniper Wolf, who stayed on the platform and continues to post videos, this next YouTuber would go on to delete his accounts and retire from his content-making career after messing with Charlie. Jason Wojo, the fake social media guru with 900,000 followers, many of which are allegedly fake, began to finally think about some of his decisions after Charlie talked about him in his video titled, "This Guy is Pathetic."
But today I want to take a look at what happens when all you do is fake it without ever making it. You end up like this loser we're about to take a look at today. A guy who has become a complete parody of self-confidence, but without any level of self-awareness. It's beautiful stuff that he talks about.
Take you, for example, and me, and we both pull up and we go to your girl. Odds are I'm gonna take that. If you compared me to you, you're not gonna win that battle.
Followed by his prediction that Jason isn't really as wealthy as he shows to be.
Now, why I don't believe him about the success of his business is because the only thing he shows that's worth money is his car, the McLaren. He's made like 1,000 shorts about how much money he spends filling up a McLaren's tank.
For the entirety of the video,
Regardless of that, it doesn't matter how much or how little money you have, just stop. Don't be a fucking dickbag. There's never a justification. It's like, nobody should ever be treated better just because they have more money. It doesn't mean shit. It's just crap people built so that they can control each other. And that's one of the many things that reinforces that. So if he not saying that, Penguin0 is saying that if he did have more money, that would somehow justify his attitude. But like, that's one thing that a lot of people seem to think. It's like, when some dickbag comes out like this and they act like a dickbag, like a douche, people try to like, they point out, it's like, oh, you don't really have this thing that you're toting. Implying that if they did have that, would that justify his behavior? No. To some people, yeah. Oh, don't act like you're a millionaire. What does that mean? If I am a millionaire, am I able to act like a dickhead suddenly? Nuh-uh. Incorrect. To some people, yes, but maybe disregard those people's opinions, because great manifestation of superficiality, of all the crappiness of humanity.
the entirety of the video, Charlie went on to roast Jason's ideals that he preaches in his TikToks, claiming Jason is just living his life under false pretenses. Seeing this as an opportunity to go viral, Jason decided to turn it into a drama by commenting within just 13 minutes of Charlie's video going live. "Keep giving me views. Making my reaction now to this clown." And a reaction video he made. He began by bragging about the cars he owned.
First of all, okay, the car is not rented. Okay, I don't only own a McLaren. I used to have a 570S that was white. If you follow me for a while, you know this. It's a convertible drop top.
He then claimed how unsuccessful Charlie is compared to him. He kinda roasted himself, considering how Charlie has a net worth of about $38 million, whereas Jason stands at a self-proclaimed $3 million.
But also, none of that shit fucking matters. Oh my god, quit it with the vanity metrics, guys. Oh my god, does that somehow further legitimize Charlie's opinion? No. He's pointing out that the guy is a douche, and he's an asshole. I mean, not in the videos that he showed, but like, from my experience with Charlie's videos, with Penginz0, the Moist Critical's videos, that's usually the thing that takes precedent. Not how much goddamn money. Who cares, man? None of that shit fucking matters, dude. Oh my god. God, stop bringing these numbers up as if they are a reflection of what should matter. What should matter is, are you a piece of crap? Yes or no? And in that guy's case, the guy with the glasses, the guy who's like, oh, I'm gonna Mr. Fuck your bitch, I'm gonna steal your bitch, that guy, he sucks, screw him. I don't give a shit how much money he has. Are you a piece of shit? That's the thing that should matter. God damn it.
Charlie lives in your head rent-free. It's as though Jason was begging to be put in his place, and Charlie did as was expected of him in a follow-up video.
He didn't look tougher, he looked even stupider. It's just one of those things where when you get offended and your defense is, I'll fight you for it, I just feel like it's a bad look.
Honestly, getting roasted by Charlie was probably the most positive thing to happen to this man's career. Jason went on to reply to this video too, getting the attention of other YouTubers who took Charlie's side to criticize the fake finance TikToker. All these criticisms were met with the same reaction videos by Jason, who thought this drama would get him the attention he craved and make him look more alpha. Instead, a month after the drama unfolded, Jason lost several thousand subscribers and followers across every single platform. Now, as dumb as Jason sounds, he would still not be the dumbest person to get destroyed by Charlie. From bullying children with cancer.
Cancer is an almighty killer, and I wish there was a cure.
We've reached Vegan Gains, the vegan sociopath. Oh god, you're gonna like this.
There was a cure for it.
To feeding his dogs and cat, which must eat a vegan diet.
He's been on a vegan diet the entire time we've had him, for over a year. And as you can see, he is not dead. He is quite alive.
Richard Burgess, better known online as Vegan Gains, had gained quite a reputation for his extreme views and takes on promoting a vegan lifestyle.
So don't get on my bad side, make some vegan gains, and be nice to animals or I'll you.
This dude is every negative vegan stereotype rolled into a single human. YouTube finally had enough and temporarily deleted his channel in 2019. Realizing the thin ice he was on, Vegan Gains put an end to his crazy behavior, a move that ended up costing him millions of views. However, just a year later, on March 27, 2020, Charlie would upload a video that would give Vegan Gains a chance to either repair or destroy his reputation forever.
But I want to show you something truly deplorable and evil. There's a YouTuber that has made an entire career out of torturing and eating animals alive for their mukbang videos.
In the video, Charlie exposes a mukbang YouTuber, Soo Young, for her disturbing actions.
So how does she treat an octopus? Well, by devouring it alive as it tries its best to run the away. Yeah, they're actually alive. It's not like some kind of post-mortem response or anything, and even in the title she makes it well known the octopus are alive and that she's eating them alive. That's the whole draw of the video.
But while Charlie's video brought Soo Young's actions under review, Vegan Gains, who had the chance to back Charlie up, instead decided to call him out for his...
Ugh. What was that number I saw? 10 million? 10 million subscribers? Wow.
While Charlie's video brought Soo Young's actions under review, Vegan Gains, who had the chance to back Charlie up, instead decided to call him out for his apparent hypocrisy, as he is also a meat eater.
He uploaded a video where he supported animal cruelty. He made a sausage making video.
So what is this, Charlie?
Honestly, I don't know anymore. This looks like something I would have dissected in biology class in high school.
So I find it interesting that Penguin will complain about Soo Young abusing, torturing, and murdering these sentient animals, these very intelligent animals, by the way, like octopi and squid, but he's totally fine with abusing, torturing other very intelligent animals.
This isn't even about being vegan. This guy...
How does... Okay, just to take that argument at face value, Dude, my asshole hurts so much. How does that work? How is buying meat at the store akin to the person who butchers and produces the meat? I can get the argument if you're saying they're contributing to that by giving it money, even though it's like you buying the meat after it's all cut. I mean, you're not really the one doing the damage to the animal. You're kind of just eating its carcass. Wouldn't it be, I don't know, from your perspective, Mr. Sociopath Vegan Gains, wouldn't it make more sense to be like, yeah, you got a point. She's eating animals alive. You'd think that would be more of a talking point or a point of criticism versus being a hypocrite, according to him. Yeah, he's just looking for drama, looking to cause more issues because it's clearly a ploy there. He probably just doesn't like Charlie, and he's looking for any opportunity to criticize. But it's just, yeah. Ironically, you're a hypocrite for not pointing that out, for calling him a hypocrite over, I don't know, siding with him and being like, hey, she's eating animals alive for views.
This isn't even about being vegan. This guy just wants attention. Now, unfortunately for Vegan Gains, Charlie, who's an animal lover, took the accusations very seriously and responded the following day.
But it's people like Vegan Gains who are overly aggressive and the feral monsters in his comments section that really give vegans a bad rap and a negative reputation in the world. You then had a moment of self-reflection and realization when you said maybe it's because you're an unlikable asshole. Yes, that's exactly why. That is how you're perceived on YouTube. It's how you conduct yourself. You're extremely condescending to anyone that's not in your club. You literally present yourself as a pseudo-intellectual Twitter user on YouTube. You attack everyone in the fitness industry that even so much as walks by a diner that has meat on the menu.
By choosing to pick a fight with one of YouTube's most beloved creators, Vegan Gains experienced firsthand what it's like to mess with Penguin0 and lost what was left of his audience after that. But while Vegan Gains could be seen as defending something he cares about, despite the extreme lengths he went to, this next YouTuber was just plain psychotic.
None are more shameless or just downright batshit insane than Prank Invasion.
Chris Monroe, aka Prank Invasion, has an infamous reputation for his pranks.
Dude, this is a callback. Oh my god, we're going years back. Oh.
Pranks.
If you say yes to any one of the questions, I get a kiss. Are you ready? You ready? Okay, you just said yeah. That's one of the questions. Come here.
However, while this style of content gained him over 3.5 million subscribers, it wouldn't take long for people to find out that Chris stages all his interactions and pays the women to kiss him. He was first exposed...
What? That's like a large majority of those guys. It worked, right? 3.5, however many million. What does that say about the strategy, huh? Yeah. You got results.
First exposed for his scam by H3H3 Productions, following which he was temporarily banned from YouTube. But it wasn't until Chris posted this video that made a lot of famous faces, including Charlie, talk about him.
I finally got all my things back, so I owe you guys a crazy video. And in this one, I'm gonna try to kiss my sister.
And as you can see, nothing is off limits when it comes to getting YouTube views. Now, it's debated if this is real or not since all of his shit's fake, but this one has some like proof that it's his real sister, kind of. I don't really care. It's a weird clickbait anyway to really bank on the incest.
It's a mixture of my disgust and my ass pain. I don't know which one hurts more. Oh god. I got it. Hold on. Give me a sec.
Community.
Don't mess with this man, guys. He's mastered over 10 forms of incest jitsu. Charlie then comments on Chris's beef with H3H3, all the while proving how Chris is faking a persona for views.
I don't know if I believe this. I'm guessing he's beating his opponents by making out with them until they get too erect and ejaculate and just collapse from exhaustion.
What? Professional fighter? Where the fuck did that come from?
Originally, Chris was hoping for exactly this, knowing that if he did something controversial, it would get people talking about him. Unfortunately, the backlash he received after the attention Charlie's video gave him led Chris to take an entirely different path instead. Thank you for everything. It was a fun journey. One thing is for certain, whether you loved me or hated me, when you're 90 years old rocking in your old chair, you will still remember exactly who Prank Invasion was or who Chris is, whatever my name is. But while Chris at least had some sense of self-respect...
Okay, that was an example of the comeuppance coming to a boiling point as a result of him not being able to hack it, let's just say. If you just keep your head down, keep moving forward, and kept doing whatever shit that he did. Now granted, in his case, he got in trouble from YouTube and got, what was it, did he get it like demonetized or his channel deleted or something? But like, if you play within the rules of what is technically good for, okay, you know, sanctioned by YouTube, you keep garnering attention, you can keep getting it, man. I guess this Chris guy just let it get to him. So that's one example where the comeuppance comes up. But that was like his own inner turmoil that he couldn't come to terms with as a result of the backlash. My point still stands. The comeuppance, you don't really get payback for these types of things. There is no karma for these types of things. He did that to himself at the end of the day. He didn't run with the backlash like so many of the previous guys that we just brought up and talked about or in the video have done. They're all still making content for the most part, I think. Pretty certain. Sniper Wolf, Nikocado, Vegan Gains, I think they're still doing their shit. But yeah.
Had some sense of self-respect to quit publicly following his beef. The same can't be said about Mama Max, the infamous YouTube vigilante.
My name is Max Stryker. I'm a filmmaker dedicated to empowering children.
However, while Max's goal of hunting pedophiles is something everyone can get behind, he's also using the topic's seriousness to shield himself and do anything he wants, often being described as manipulative, and using any tool he could get his hands on to make others do his work for him. And anyone who refused would be cancelled.
I had hoped that influencers, especially those who've interacted with my content before, would step up, even if it was part of a more lighthearted stream.
Are you Jigsaw? What's with that voice? Heard this guy's name, don't know too much about him. Didn't hear great things. What the hell is that?
You either cut your balls off, or I'm gonna say that you diddled this child. You have a minute.
Step up, even if it was part of a more lighthearted stream, like a Halloween special. Unfortunately, it seems that self-preservation outweighs child welfare for most influencers.
This video was a follow-up to his Pick a Side YouTube movement, where Mama Max tried forcing every big YouTuber to either agree with Max or admit they're a predator. However, things would start to go south when he uploaded a video titled, "This is the greatest cancellation of all time," where our white knight clickbaited the audience that a universally beloved YouTuber is a potential creep.
Charlie, you are a voice heard by millions. We reached out hoping for a private response at the very least. Your platform has the power to drive significant change, yet many voices remain unheard amid the digital clamor.
The video is basically a call to action and a rant on Charlie not doing enough with his millions of subscribers. Mama Max's main motive was to start drama and make it seem like Charlie was getting cancelled for siding with the wrong people. But days later, Charlie would respond to Mama Max and silence him before the situation escalated.
We talked like a month ago about like what he was working on in his investigation. Apparently when I had COVID, he messaged me a couple times and I never saw it. And now he's taken that as me ghosting him and ignoring his very important mission. And it really rubs me the wrong way.
Making a 21-minute video because a guy stopped messaging you on Discord is wild. Max's behavior then continued to become increasingly more disturbing, with the manipulation of his colleagues, not disclosing where the money he gathered for the victims went, and his lack of knowledge of the legal system. Max's abuse of power ended up costing him his credibility and reputation, with his channel not seeing a new upload for over 11 months. But while Penguin0 made only one video about Mama Max, this next creator got hit multiple times. Kwebbelkop, also known as Jordy, is a famous face in the world of gaming creators. But Jordy himself can be called the main culprit for killing his own channel, fueled by Charlie's expose of him. In a video titled "Downfall of a Massive YouTuber," Charlie was detailing Kwebbelkop's terrible move of turning himself and his channel into an AI version.
If I want to build tons and tons and tons of channels that will flourish and shine forever, we need to remove the human element. Yes, it sounds crazy, but we need robots. We need computers.
That's spoken like a man who really cares about the content. If I'm to own 5 million channels, I realize the weakest link is the goddamn human.
In another video, Charlie breaks down Jordy's immense AI plan, critiquing him for his decision of choosing.
Interesting. I mean, it's to him, a Kwebbelkop, I guess, just a business, which, yeah, if he's where he's at, he's probably gotten there as a result of his purview towards YouTube, enabling this life for himself. I guess you can't really be surprised when it comes to people like that, but alrighty, don't know too much about this guy. Heard his name. Heard of all these people, these names, but I don't know too much about all of them. A good amount of them I do.
Plan, critiquing him for his decision of choosing a bad version of himself and consistency over his audience.
And then he did a hard pivot into AI. He wanted everything to be AI, and now he's completely digitized himself. He's jacked Kwebbelkop into the cyberspace, and now all he does is AI-related work. What if you didn't know that the content was created by AI? That's called misleading people, and that's shitty. You're lying to them by pretending that it's a real person behind it. The content will never be the same.
Instead of admitting to his mistakes, Kwebbelkop turned the whole situation into a massive joke, even letting his AI respond to Charlie on his behalf.
You want a debate? I will give you a debate. So let's react to penguins.
Eventually down the line, people wouldn't be able to tell if the content was a real person, organic flesh and cringe, or machine behind the content.
I mean, I can be cringe sometimes, so does that make me human? Am I finally a human? There's no...
I love how even the AI sounded like he was struggling to come up.
What the fuck? You're that lazy? Just trying to make passive income? Ugh. That's just weird. I don't even know what to say about that.
Sounded like he was struggling to come up with an argument. And that was the end of Kwebbelkop as we knew him. With every AI-generated video posted to his channel, Kwebbelkop lost a massive amount of subscribers and views, eventually fading away from being the most popular to the most despised channel on YouTube.
Good.